Objective Petrology, multiple choice questions with answers. These are the collection from various previous years question papers, and I hope these are useful for various competitive exams like CSIR, NetGate, GSI and other exams. Welcome to set 21. First question, rock having flow structure is A. Granite, B. Gabbro, C. Syenite, D. Rhyolite. So rock having flow structure is known as a rhyolite. Rhyolite is an igneous rock that can have a flow structure, and it is a banded also, and rhyolite can develop in flow banding when viscous magma rubs against a solid rock surface. So rock having flow structure is rhyolite. Next question, an intergrowth of plagioclase and quartz gives the feature of A. myrmecite, B. ophitic, C. poikilotic, D. trachytic. An intergrowth of plagioclase and quartz gives the feature of myrmecite texture. So this myrmecite is an intergrowth of quartz and plagioclase that shows small worm-like bodies of quartz which are enclosed in plagioclase. Next question. Scroll rock is dominated by the presence of A. kyanite, B. garnet, C. tourmaline, D. mica. Scroll rock is dominated by the presence of tourmaline. C is the correct option. Next question, condylite is A. arenaceous rock, B. gneissic rock, C. volcanic rock and D. plutonic rock. Condylite is a gneissic rock. So condylite is the term used to describe a variety of high grade metamorphic rocks including gneisses. So condylite is a gneissic rock. Next question, the concordant form of folded rocks is A. laccolith, B. lopolith, C. batholith and D. phacolith. So the concordant form of folded rocks is known as a phacolith. Phacoliths are concordant bodies that occur along the crests and troughs of folded rocks. So D. phacolith is the correct option. Next question, what is a tuff? Tuff is A. volcanic ash rock, B. plutonic rock, C. arenaceous rock and D. none of these. So tuff is a volcanic ash rock. So tuff is a volcaniclastic rock made up of solid volcanic ash, volcanic glass and crystal fragments, and also the volcanic rock and lava fragments. So tuff is a volcanic ash rock. Next question, serpentinite is most commonly associated with A. gabbro, B. dolerite, C. diorite, D. peridotite. Serpentinite is most commonly associated with peridotite. So serpentinite is a hydrated version of the peridotite, which is nothing but it is a magnesium rich igneous rock that's common in the upper mantle. Next question, an example of argillaceous rock is A. breccia, B. shale, C. sandstone, D. limestone. So an example of argillaceous rock is shale. B is the correct option. Next question, recrystallization of minerals produces A. porphyritic texture, B. poikilotic texture, C. granoblastic texture and D. crystalloblastic texture. Recrystallization of minerals produces crystalloblastic texture, and this texture is produced by metamorphic recrystallization of minerals. Next question, measure of the symmetry distribution of grains is known as A. kurtosis, B. skewness, C. roundness, D. sphericity. So the measure of symmetry distribution of grains is known as skewness. Skewness is a measure of the symmetry of a distribution or how asymmetric it is. So it is used in probability theory and statistics to measure how a distribution deviates from a symmetric distribution, like a normal distribution which is symmetrical on both sides. So the measure of symmetry distribution of grains is known as skewness. B is the correct option. Next question, a line joining the equal grade of metamorphism is known as A. isograde, B. contour, C. isoline, D. isopack. A line joining the equal grade of metamorphism is known as a isograde. A is the correct option. Next question, green chest facies indicates A. high grade metamorphism, B. medium grade metamorphism, C. low grade metamorphism and D. catachore. So green chest facies, it indicates low grade metamorphism. So green chest facies is a type of metamorphic rock facies that indicates low grade metamorphism, and these green chest facies they form under low temperature and moderate pressure. Next question, scat deposits are formed due to A. regional metamorphism, B. dynamothermal metamorphism, C. cataclastic metamorphism and D. contact metamorphism. So scan deposits are formed due to contact metamorphism. Scan deposits they can form when hydrothermal fluids which are rich in ore They can replace, alter and metasomatize the surrounding country rock near an intrusive body, and this often happens at the contact of carbonate country rocks and intrusive plutons as well. So scan deposits are formed due to contact metamorphism. D is the correct option. Next question. Migmatite is formed due to A. Metasomatism, B. Palingenesis, C. Nematolysis and D. Anataxis. So migmatite is formed due to anataxis. Anataxis, it's a common result of high grade metamorphism, and it's a key process in the stabilization and differentiation of continents. And migmatites are metamorphic rocks that are formed by anataxis and are usually heterogeneous, and this is the process of partial melting of the crustal rocks, and these show evidence of partial melting at the microscopic to macroscopic scale as well. So migmatite is formed due to anataxis. Next question. Characteristic mineral of charnockite is, so A. hornblende, B. hypersthene, C. chlorite and D. agite. So characteristic mineral of charnockite is hypersthene. It is a typomorphic mineral of charnockites and pyroxenes, and the name comes from the Greek word for over strength, and it refers to its hardness, which is greater than the amphibole mineral hornblende. So that's why the characteristic mineral of the charnockite is hypersthene. B is the correct option. Next question. Slate is formed due to the metamorphism of, very simple question, A. shale, B. limestone, C. sandstone and D. laterite. Slate is formed due to the metamorphism of shale. So shale is formed when shale or slate is formed when shale or mudstone is exposed to heat and pressure, which is known as a metamorphism, and slate is made up of minerals like quartz, muscovite, illite, biotite, chlorite, hematite and pyrite. So slate is formed due to the metamorphism of shale. Next question. What type of rock is arkose? The choices are A. igneous rock, B. metamorphic rock, C. sedimentary rock and D. non-sedimentary rock. So arkose is a sedimentary rock. It is a type of sandstone that is made up of cemented grains of quartz and feldspar with some mica, and it is usually at least it contains 25% feldspar and often more. Next question. The thinnest layer in a sedimentary sequence is known as A. bed, B. stratum, C. formation, D. laminae. The thinnest layer in a sedimentary sequence is known as a lamina, which is a unit of less than 1 centimeter in thickness, and a unit of greater than 1 centimeter is called as a bed. So the thinnest layer in a sedimentary rock sequence, in a sedimentary sequence, is known as a laminae. Next question. Chemical analysis reveals that basalts contain much more aluminium, that is nearly around 15% in composition to peridotites, that is Al2O3 around 4%. So this is because they contain A. very little olivine, B. higher proportion of pyroxene, C. feldspar as a dominant mineral and no quartz. So the correct option is feldspar is a dominant mineral. C is the correct option. Next question. Choose the correct pair of plutonic rock and its volcanic equivalent. A. gabbro trachyte, B. syenite andesite, C. granite rhyolite, D. granodiorite basalt. So the correct pair of plutonic rock and its equivalent is granite. Granite is a plutonic rock and its volcanic equivalent is known as a rhyolite. So C is the correct option. Hope you have followed these questions. See you in the next video. Hope you can explore geosciences for more questions, content and videos.